Tonight on Police 10-7, Vanessa seeks comfort in the arms of the law.
Or other such place for the purpose of evidence or breath test, blood test or both.
We follow a Whakatane homicide investigation after a gang member is killed with a knife and a young man shot in retaliation.
We arrested 3 members in a car with a sawn-off shotgun who are helping police with inquiries.
So tonight, a thief's escape from a moving police car doesn't go to plan.
Let me the fuck out of here.
Yeah?
You're not going anywhere, fella.
I give up. I can see it.
It's Friday night, and South Auckland Constable Hamish Fordray is following a car that's being driven erratically. He decides to pull it over to check if the driver has been drinking.
How you going?
Alright.
That's good. You got a driver's license on you?
No.
You got a driver's license?
Not on me.
Do you have one?
Yeah, I got my
Yeah?
restricted.
Okay. You got some ID, something with a name on it?
Yeah.
The back seat is full of empty bottles, and the driver is very emotional.
I know I was driving a bit stupid on the back door.
What was that?
On my parents. I don't even want to start, sorry.
And Hamish knows he's met Vanessa before.
You got all your criminal matters cleared up?
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of like I'm doing PD and shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting my shit together.
That's good. Because you're in that stolen car with, Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Remember me from that?
Yeah, no, I'm doing PD for it now. I finished PD today.
No, okay.
Yeah, I am getting my shit together, but I think I might have a warrant out for my arrest.
You might? Well,
So you better check up.
well, we will, don't worry.
Please don't say I have a warrant. I don't want to get locked up for the night. I'm going to work tomorrow. Please don't ring my boss. Please don't ring my parents.
Why would we do that?
Don't ring my parents because this is the last time I got pulled up. You rang my parents.
Did we? How old are you?
23. I'm old enough.
We don't ring your parents in, do we? Hey,
They rang me when I was 22. They rang my parents.
all right.
Oh,
You anything to drink
sorry.
tonight?
It's just a couple.
Couple. Okay. We'll do a quick check and get back to you, eh? Just wait there. Hysterical.
The check confirms that there are no outstanding warrants, but Hamish still has to find out if Vanessa's over the limit.
Hey, Deb. Good news is you don't have a warrant.
Oh, thank
Let's record you go breast screening test without delay.
I'm going to go over. And I've got a suspended sentence. I'm going to get a jail because of this. Oh my God.
You've done this before, eh?
I breached PD and I'm doing PD hard out now, but I'm under the influence and I'm going to
blow in
fail.
here.
I'm going to fail.
Just blow in here. Blow in there. Until I tell you to stop, alright? Deep breath. Okay, stop.
I'm going to fail.
Oh, talk's good. Okay, see that? It says fail general. It says a fail general. Okay. So now required you to accompany to the Papakura police station or other such place for the purpose of evidence or breath test, blood test or both. Do you understand that?
Can you take the keys out of my car?
Yeah, we'll take the keys out of your car. Just grab a seat in the back of my car, eh?
Before I take off, because that's why I jumped out.
Alright. Just put your seatbelt on for me. Yeah, just get the keys out and lock it up. What have you been drinking? And how many Steinies have you had to drink?
Like a box. No. 2? No.
Boxes?
Yeah, we just bought another one. Whether I drank that much, I don't know. You'll tell me, eh?
Well, we won't tell you how many you've had to drink, we'll just tell you
You'll tell me how
what
I
your
got a limit on
breath
it.
limiters. Yeah.
At the station, Hamish reads Vanessa her rights,
Do you want to speak to a lawyer?
but she's already sure how this will all end.
Do you want to speak to
I'm guilty.
Yeah?
It's no changing the
Well, we all
fact
know
that
that,
I'm guilty.
Yeah. Do you want to speak to a lawyer? Because it's your right. No? Okay.
They're gonna save me from getting out.
Okay. Stop. Okay. This is the result of your evidential breath test. Okay, 689 micrograms of alcohol per litre of breath. That's a positive result. At this stage, she's been arrested for driving excess breath alcohol because she's on a suspended sentence as well for other matters. So the chances are when she goes to court, she'll be remanded in custody on that sentence. She's just been taken through and they're about to process her now.
I'll give you that when we let you go and
an hour or so. We'll just let you have a
Can I
good
just
sleep.
walk? Because I gotta walk out to Rewe anyway, and I'm just gonna go to Owie. Nah, okay, we'll wait till I'm sober.
Yeah, we'll wait till you're sober. Eh? Just for your own safety, I don't want you walking the streets this late. Sweet.
In court, Vanessa was convicted of driving with excess breath alcohol. She was disqualified from driving for 6 months and sentenced to 60 hours community service.
I've just been called to a shoplifting job up in Three Kings. Mel's tried to steal a few bottles of liquor. He's playing up apparently, so get there quick smart and see what the story is.
When Auckland constables Brendan Young and Adam Keno arrive, they find the drunken thief down a driveway. But by the way he's being treated by his captors, you'd hardly think he'd done any wrong.
This is our boy here, is it?
It's our boy. I just gave him a cigarette and a can of Woodstock. So
What'd you give him a can of Woodstock for?
I think there's a bit of charity still in the sky. So you're right.
So what was the story?
I just saw him and an old lady and a bottle of booze getting dragged. Well, the old lady was getting dragged out of the booze store with him and a bottle of booze. And then he ran across the road and the old lady was screaming, "Stop, stop, stop him!" And I tried to stop him and he took a swing at me and then he ended up on the ground.
Oh, okay. What were you doing over the bottle store?
Well, you've heard the story, right?
Well, what I'm asking you what you did.
I did nothing, actually.
The denial is a futile move. Back at the liquor store, witnesses, security footage and the victim Lisa are telling police a very different story.
That man come and he come here and he picked that bottle from here and then he say, okay, I will grab these two, and he grab it and he start walking, and when he come here and I know before he's running, so when he come here and I come this side and I stop him and he pushed me with the bottle and hit me here. And then he pushing me and I was pushing him and I grabbed one bottle, another one he dropped there and the floor on there, and then he ran. When he ran and he fell down middle of the road.
Unable to dispute the video footage, Simon begins to change his tune.
Yep. Did you try to take some alcohol from the store?
I dropped it before I left the store.
But did you try to take some?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
I'm under arrest.
I'll tell you at this stage, okay, you're not obliged to say anything. Anything you do say may be held as maybe given as evidence. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And by the time he's inside the police car, he's confessing to everything. And it seems a dare from a mate was what got him into trouble.
So I had a bit of a hard night. My mates kicked me out of the car and my mate ran in and told me to run in, but I didn't run.
Sorry, what? Hey, I don't care what your friends dared you to do, okay? It was your decision to go in there. You made that choice. It was your choice to steal that bottle of bourbon or bottle of rum. So now you've got to pay the consequences for it, okay? So be a man and stand up to it.
Okay, so what am I being charged with?
Theft and assault.
Assault?
Because you punched the woman there, she was trying to stop you from leaving.
I dispute that.
You can dispute it all you like, but there's plenty of witnesses in there. And at the end of the day, you've been drinking and you're probably drunk, you probably don't remember too much.
But Simon doesn't accept the consequences, and on the way back to the station, he decides the only way to get out of trouble is to escape from the moving police car, and then fight the police as they try to stop him.
Let me the fuck out of here. Yeah? You're not going anywhere, fella.
But this only leads to a dose of pepper spray and another charge of resisting arrest.
I give up. I concede.
Get your feet in the car. On the way back, he decided to play up in the back of the car, which was unfortunate, and so yeah, we had to restrain him for a little bit, and unfortunately for him, he got sprayed with OC spray. So we brought him back here, administered a bit of aftercare, made sure that he was all right. First time you've been sprayed, did you say? Yeah? Come on. Let's go. We'll take you through the processing. Now he's been charged not only with the original theft charge and assault charge, but with resisting and willful damage. Unlucky for him, I'm afraid.
In court, Simon was convicted on charges of theft, resisting police, willful damage and 2 counts of assault. He was sentenced to 3 months in prison. It's Tuesday morning and the people of Whakatane have woken to a town under siege. The previous night, a Black Power associate had been shot twice in the leg as he stood on his front doorstep. It was an act of retaliation for the murder of mongrel mob associate Tirangi Tate Carroll 2 days before.
Regardless of what happened out there last night, we're keeping focused with a homicide investigation. Inspector has got other staff looking after the other sides of what is developing.
For Detective Sergeant Ross Everest, the shooting's a side issue. His team's trying to find the people who stabbed Carroll to death after a brawl on Whakatane's main street.
We're working through the suspects that are outstanding. Matt's now back, so he can give you an update when we get to Matt on what happened in Rotorua today.
Matt McLeod's been interviewing a suspect who believes that Carroll was killed with his own knife.
This young guy, Tate, lifted up his shirt and had the knife stuck down the front of his pants, and he was showing like that, and so they were to throwing back and forth.
To prevent any more potential violence, armed offenders squads from around the region have been called in. Tony Jurison's in charge of this part of the operation.
Now tonight we're kicking off with the you guys coming here from Rotorua. We have the Rotorua AOS starting at 1900 hours to man a police roadblock at Taniatua. Late this evening at 1700 hours we arrested 3 members in a car with a sawn-off shotgun who are helping police with inquiries at the station at this moment. Today there was a tangi and a funeral up at Ruatoki. There are still a number of people at that marae and various residences up at Ruatoki. They have to come back through the roadblock if they choose to leave. They are to be stopped, searched and detained if any disclose any offences.
Detective Sergeant Dave Archibald is running the investigation into the revenge shooting of the Black Power associate.
Car pulled into his driveway about 9:30 last night and tooted. He came out onto his front doorstep and was basically shot at around about 6 times. 2 of the rounds hit him in the legs and he escaped over his back fence. The car that was involved in that was a silver car. It's about all we have so far. And soon after, a silver car had a bit of a dodgems game with a car containing Black Power members up Taniatua way. They basically rammed that. They basically sort of constantly rammed that car all around Taniatua and then rammed it off the road ultimately.
As night falls, police patrols intensify and officers encourage people to get off the streets.
Another red cap. Hey mate, how are you? All right? Good. Oh no, we're just out and about, keeping an eye on things just due to the current situation in the town. You local fellas?
By the next day, the investigation into the murder is well advanced. Detective Brett Watney's been talking to one of the Black Power members involved in the stabbing that killed Tirangi Tate Carroll.
He's confronted Tate twice down here, telling him to drop his knife. He said he was the only one that was chasing him. He was running next to him, and they come around the corner here, and he said from there on he was talking to Tate, kept telling him to drop his knife, and then they got to about the corner here, and he said that Tate dropped the knife in the gutter on the side of the road. He said he was the first one there. He said he's left them, he's seen them giving him a kicking, and then he said he yelled out to the others, cops, and then he bolted straight across here.
A walk through the crime scene with a Black Power suspect has left the question of who held the knife, and Crown Prosecutor Greg Hollister-Jones has asked Ross Everest to show him where it was found.
We got it at half tide, just down here, and just over you can see Stewie's footprint there still in the mud. Sitting just down on the edge of the rock there. Point down. That is 39 point something metres from the scene, Greg.
You see, I think his blood up here, although it's consistent, it's also consistent with being the knife possessor.
Oh yeah, I've got no doubts.
Yeah.
And he does not deny that. He can't answer it.
When it's put to him that he had the knife, he doesn't answer.
He can't answer it.
Finding out who had the knife would be crucial to the murder prosecution. But back at the scene of the retaliatory shooting, Detective Mark Deutschoff has made a chilling discovery.
This is the house that's behind the scene where the actual shooting took place. And as you know, there was a number of bullets were fired up the driveway. 2 of the bullets have come through the back of the shed, through the fence here. One of them has ended up coming into that shutter. It's whacked it and then actually bounced back out again to end up being lodged in this little garden. And of course we've now got that and we'll send it for analysis.
At Whakatane Station, Ross Everest has identified most of the Black Power associates connected to the fatal stabbing of Tirangi Tate Carroll.
The object of the focus now is to eliminate or brick in as many of the periphery as we can and leaving our main targets until later in the week.
And in the inquiry into the shooting that followed Carroll's death, there's been a major breakthrough. Mongrel mob member Laurie Dog Davis has been identified as the main suspect, and Maori liaison officer Senior Sergeant Wally Homaha has just come back from a meeting with the Ruatoki Valley community where Davis lives.
A lot of people up there are quite pissed off and angry at what's happened up there. The meeting was attended by Laurie Mad Dog's dad. The father is really pissed off about it. He wants to get him today and he's going to work hard. He knows the consequences of us going up into the valley looking for this fella. And the significant thing that he did say was, the police are after you, they know you did it. And he says to him, how did they know I did it? And he says, everybody knows you did it.
That's quite a significant development, a bit of a shift towards becoming a lot more positive with everyone we talk to. And so the message is that it's just a matter of time. Everybody knows he's done it, we know he's done it.
Pressure from police is beginning to have a real impact, and officers are responding to any gang activity in the town.
What we're doing now is there's been a van load of mongrel mob, patch mongrel mob members and their associates that were causing some problems outside the court. This morning we've already had dealings with them, and in the last sort of 15 minutes they returned to the area after being warned not to be there and actually hurled abuse at our inspector. Some of the bully that we received is that one of the targets has actually been cruising around this area, which is a Black Power area, and the particular target is a mongrel mob member, and been calling out the window, "Seek Hail," etc. And as you can see, the boys on the fence over there, straight in front of us there, they're members of the YBP, Young Black Power. We had major dealings with them yesterday. You can see up the front there, just looking for any bit of trouble. It's the Kawato pad there. A few people out the back. Pretty quiet though.
As dog handler Derek Orchard continues with his patrols, there's been a sighting of Laurie Davis in a nearby valley. But even as police draw near, Detective Andy Allen's aware that Davis could already know they're coming.
The entrance in there isn't covert, so I mean, the drums will be beating around here. Plus with the 2 helicopters in the air, there's always that potential.
Davis managed to get away, although he left his girlfriend behind. But that night, he was caught and interviewed about the shooting.
Last night he freely admitted that he was the driver of the car and admitted that he was the one that pulled the trigger.
Eventually, police identified all the suspects in the shooting. Warrants led to the recovery of a large number of firearms and a total of 5 arrests on charges of wounding with intent to do grievous bodily harm and possession of firearms. 2 people received 8 months in prison, 2 got 2 years, and the longest sentence was handed down to the trigger man, Laurie Dog Davis.
And on the most serious charge, you will be sentenced to 7.5 years imprisonment.
With other charges, Davis received a total of 8 years in prison. For Ross Everest, the investigation into the murder of Carol went on for another 2 weeks, and on the 21st day of the inquiry, he launched a series of raids around the area.
It's been a hard 3 weeks, and we're just doing the sweep, what we call a final sweep, re-interviewing people that were initially identified or interviewed at the scene. We've got down to 6, we believe, round by the body, and they're the ones that we're talking to today. Yes, I'm quietly confident a number will be charged today.
I'm going to talk to you about this thing.
Matt McLeod went after David, one of the suspects that Ross Everest intended to arrest later that day.
All we want is the truth, you know. All we want is the truth. Okay?
Yeah, I told you all I knew it.
Yeah, I know what you told me, that you weren't involved and you weren't. Yeah. But we've spoken to heaps of people and they'll put you right on it. And I want to get your side of the story and the proper truth now. Okay? No bullshit. All right?
David was one of 5 Black Power members who were eventually acquitted on murder and manslaughter charges. 10 people pleaded guilty to a variety of lesser charges, including disorder and serious assault on Te Rangi Tate Carroll and Laurie Davis. They received varying sentences, with the maximum being 2 years imprisonment. Next week on Police 10/7, South Auckland officers arm up after reports a man's threatened his wife with deadly weapons.
He's now outside the house with a shotgun and a machete.
Oh, bro.
Constable Salilo Levi smells something he shouldn't.
Because I can smell dope in here, okay, I'm invoking section 18.2 and 18.3 of the Misuse of Drugs Act 1975.
And Bob digs himself into a heap of trouble with his mouth.
I'm trying to break
blood
it up.
happen when you punched the guy in the nose? Or?
Oh, I don't know. At the end of the day, fuck, I just seen his nose bleeding. Boom, they're saying it was me, but at the end of the day, fuck, he was already bleeding when I...
Tonight on Police 10/7, Bob digs himself into a heap of trouble with his mouth.
I'm trying to break it up.
Did the blood happen when you punched the guy in the nose? Or?
Oh, I don't know. At the end of the day, fuck, I just seen his nose bleeding. Boom, they're saying it was me, but at the end of the day, fuck, he was already bleeding when I hit him.
And also tonight, officers arm up after reports that a man's threatened his wife with deadly weapons.
He's now outside the house with a...
Stating that her husband was out the street with a firearm. We do not have an address that that female has come from. Line now no longer open.
South Auckland constables Kerry Gray and Anton Maisie are on routine patrol when they're called to help at a domestic incident that spiralled out of control.
VRB was on the way to Cowie for a domestic incident.
Kerry and Anton are soon at the safe assembly point, where other units have already arrived and are strapping on Glock pistols.
All units in the area just had a call from advised her husband out the street with a shotgun and a machete. 41 years old.
Although they're 2 streets away from the suspect, the situation is still very confused. And with reports of weapons, all of the officers need to be armed.
What's going on, mate? It's been 2 calls so far. He's outside the house. Apparently there's been a domestic incident. He's now outside the house with a shotgun and a machete. And another call's come in that he's outside with a firearm. So he's on the street at the moment.
With light fading, the officers have little time to waste. An armed suspect confronting armed police in near darkness is a recipe for potential tragedy.
No, that's all right. Where's the
And before they go any closer, the officers must be protected with bulletproof vests. One officer with a rifle and an armed dog handler moved toward the suspect's house, with Eagle relaying vital information on any movements at the address. Senior Sergeant Ian Brighty has arrived to take charge of the operation. He's directing a CIB officer to command a small team who will set up in the most forward position near the suspect's house once the other officers have reported back.
You will, but I don't expect it. But you go down there, just see what's
How are you? Can we just have everyone inside? Oh, there's a guy around the corner with a firearm.
But before that happens, Anton helps to clear the street of bystanders who may be in danger if the suspect moves this way.
He's just got a shotgun.
Senior Sergeant Brighty hears from the forward unit that it's safe for other officers to proceed, so the rest of the team move to establish a new safe zone nearer the house.
Our main task goal thing now is to clear that address.
As they arrive, an officer from the forward unit appears, escorting a woman away from the area of the alleged offender's house. It's soon apparent that this is Trish, who phoned in the complaint. As Kerry and another officer move toward the house, Anton tries to find out from Trish what type of weapon her partner has.
One barrel?
I know it's 2 barrel, and you put red bullets in it. There's big round things into it.
He keeps that gun in his house.
He got given it because he's a drug dealer. Like I tried to say to the Manukau police when he beat me up. Me and my husband have had a fallout, and now it's time to be a gun war. And I'm the sort of lady that ain't gonna stand to no gun war.
Anton's received a call from the officers at the house. They've gone in with dogs and need backup. This is James, the alleged gunman, Trish's partner. He's been subdued by police dog Stone after refusing to lie down when first ordered to by the police. This was essential, as in the near dark street it was impossible for the officers to see if he still had his weapon. A search of James reveals he's not carrying any weapons, so other officers are questioning his friends to find out if they've been hidden. James is arrested for obstructing the police and is taken away for further questioning.
One male has been taken away as a suspect at this stage. We'll proceed to look around the area for any indication of a firearm.
A thorough search of the section and surroundings reveals nothing.
Some torches. And probably a stool to get up.
In the roof, okay.
But Trish says that James may have hidden the shotgun in the ceiling of the house.
Check the roof.
No, there's a shitload of cobwebs up here, nothing's been disturbed.
Okay, come on down.
Too big to do, right?
Okay.
Okay, come on, guys.
Your dog, or can someone here look after the dog?
Oh no, I'll just put her at the back. No.
That's when you guys all ran out. I said, put your hands down, lie down on the concrete. That's why he came out.
As they leave the house, a witness claims that there were no weapons or problems until the police arrived.
What sort of gun was it?
They got a shotgun. And it's a sawn off, and it's got a silencer on it. They got a 38, 2 38s, and they got these 2 little guns.
What was the one you pointed at? Was that the shotgun?
The shotgun, because it went ch-ch. And he goes, bitch, if you move, but I was too quick for him, and the bullet missed me.
Trish's story is starting to look like it's full of holes.
What?
All we need out of you is the truth, okay?
Well, it is the truth. I had enough, mate. Fuck, he got out the last time, man, when he got arrested like this. He got out full machete, using a machete on me.
Trish has suddenly switched focus from today's events to claiming James has assaulted her previously and is out on bail for that charge.
He is not allowed to associate with me, and he's been associating with me. You know, it's not nice when a woman gets beaten up all the time, put on a chair. Let's have a beating ball today. I've had enough, man.
And by the time they reach the station, Trish has also had enough of talking to the police.
I ain't coming, man. Sure. I'm going home, alright? I'm going to walk back out the gate.
You're not going to have
I
anything to do
don't
with
care.
him. We just want the truth, okay?
Leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
Okay, and are you going to tell us what happened?
I don't know nothing. Alright, like I said to you in the interview room, I don't know nothing. You said
So you're going to go back? You're going to go back with me to the interview room?
I'm going home. I ain't saying nothing.
Okay. You're under arrest for disorderly behaviour, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go back into the interview room. You have the right to refrain from making a statement. You have the right to consult and instruct a lawyer without delay and in private. You're given those rights as soon as practical. You understand all those rights? There are some pretty serious allegations going on.
He's gonna kill me if you just keep harassing me.
You know, you're not telling us what's going on though. How can we do anything if you're not going to tell us
I
anything?
don't know, Go us them. They know everything.
Well, I'm asking you. We need your side of the story. But we want the truth, okay? This is a story. We've got witnesses that say other things, okay? All the witnesses say the opposite to what you're saying. And then, well, basically you really haven't said anything.
They're all his customers.
You
all
haven't...
his drug customers. When you fucking take a blood test of that cunt down there,
Okay.
you'll see it.
First of all, mind your language. Second, your story is completely... It's out there, eh? It's... The description of the gun, I don't know where you got that from. There was no firearm found there at all.
You ain't fucking Johnny or shit cunt.
Mind your
You
language.
ain't cunt, I'm gonna get my brother to kick you up in ass,
Enough.
you ugly cunt.
While the officers leave Trish to think about her story, James is next door, maintaining his innocence.
She was the one that got the cops on me. But I never done nothing, man. You know, we have our differences, but this is going too far now. She's stalking me now. I want to get away, but I can't. See? I can't away. See? Can't away, man. I can't get away, man. I didn't have a gun.
James also says he's been treated unfairly by the police.
Fucking, and they sit their dog on me, man. Even before I was already down, man. They sit their dog on me, man. Dog bit me over there and dog bit me over there, man. Fucking assholes.
But Trish's report that James had a gun meant police had to subdue him when he resisted arrest. While a doctor treats his wounds, the police conclude that Trish made the shotgun story up. They decide to move her to Papakura, which has proper holding cells.
The original statement that she gave we found to be false. But because of the time we've wasted and then everything else, with police resources and so forth, we've charged her with making a false complaint.
Finally, Trish is led away to sober up, although still claiming her story is true.
I had a gun held to my head and there was no weapon found when the police arrived, and now they think I'm lying. So I've been arrested for... What have I been arrested for, officer? Do you know?
Making a false statement.
Making a false statement.
Later in court, Trish pleaded guilty to making a false statement and she received 12 months supervision. The charge of obstruction against James was eventually withdrawn.
Charlie Bravo Yankee.
It's late on Friday night and Rotorua constables Salilo Levi and Chris Nen are stopping a driver for a routine check.
Oh, bro, what's your name?
Salilo smells a familiar scent and suspects Phil and his mate have recently been smoking an illegal Class C drug.
Chris, Section 18. Because I can smell dope in here, okay, I'm invoking Section 18.2 and 18.3 of the Misuse of Drugs Act 1975. Okay, so what that means, it allows police to have a look through the car and on your persons if you got any dope on you. You understand that? Okay. Now, have you got any dope on you?
Yeah.
You have. How much have you got?
Oh, just a little bit of a bullet.
Okay, just place that up here. Okay, what else?
Oh, that's it.
Is that it? Hey!
Just a bullet.
Oh, okay. Salilo's inclined to believe Phil's claim that the remains of the bullet are all they've got. But the officers won't know if the guys are telling the truth until they've been searched.
Any pockets in these ones?
Oh, no,
These trousers?
Just that back one.
Just the back one. Okay. So far it's just owned up to this bullet here.
With the search revealing nothing more, it's time for Salilo to wrap up the scene.
Got a bullet there. Looks like it's been used. Appreciate your honesty there. Okay, like I said, it's a warning, okay? That's a small amount, okay? But I can't let you drive, you understand that? Because you'll be under the influence of drugs, okay? So if you want your keys, someone to pick up the car, they've got to be sober and with a full license, okay? So I'll get you guys to lock up your car.
For Phil and his friend, honesty's proven to be the best policy.
So we just have to get someone with a license over to
Yeah, that's right.
Sweet.
Okay.
And as the lucky smokers head home, the officers are off on an urgent job.
We're off to Disorder at a tavern in out at Pukehangi. Sounds like gang related, and about 5 offenders or so. And we've still got informant on the line. Keep information coming should they leave on foot or by car.
Taking the main offenders, one in a white tee.
Any information about weapons used or bottles being thrown?
No weapons.
At the scene there are no weapons, but there's plenty of noise.
Fuck you and your ass.
Salilo takes one of the scrappers, William, aside.
Come on, have a quarter with me, bro. So what's that to do with the missiles there? Okay.
But William hardly starts his story when Bob steps in.
They always got the story, boss.
One guy there come up and fucking told him he's just a fucking boy, and then they started.
Yeah.
And he got thrown out by the
Don't
bouncer,
ask me.
fucking Manly, and then everyone came out and attacked him.
What happened to you, bro? You got a bit of blood on you.
Oh, I don't know, boss. Not even off me, it's someone else's. I just...
Bob claims that when the fight broke out, he was merely an innocent bystander.
He's all good. I mean, he was having a good time, and all I saw was this guy come up to him, and the bouncers threw them all out.
Yeah.
And then that's when I think the way it started was outside the.
Okay.
Yeah, and he just didn't. I think he just didn't like it getting kicked out with his missus and that's in there.
Oh, okay.
Him and his missus been arguing out here, but.
So that's missus there? Yeah. Okay. Have you got any injuries yourself?
No.
But Salilo suspects Bob may have been more involved in the fight than he claims.
I just have to advise you of your rights, okay? Because I'm just going to question you further about some other matters.
As William is arrested for disorderly behaviour and taken away, Bob's story starts to change. Now he's the peacemaker.
I broke these two up, this guy and there somewhere, one of those fellas there.
Yeah.
He come in and called him my boy. They were fighting. I broke him up. I pushed both of them away.
Yeah.
And when I went to go and he actually swung at me.
Oh, okay.
This guy here. So I sort of pushed up my guard and got him in the nose.
Oh, okay.
And this is the guy here.
Having started, Bob can't seem to stop his explanation, in which William's partner is also blameless.
His missus was in the middle of the turn. She was getting fucking hammered.
By who?
Oh, you know, the flying punches. When the times she's trying to stop her man from fighting, and then the punches were just flying in, and everyone was getting. Us, he was there. He knows that I was trying to break it up.
Okay.
I was being so. Hey, I've been doing my job, bro. I was trying to back you up and get them out of there.
No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Have you finished all your court hearings, appearances, and that sort of thing?
Theft charge, and that's all I got. I mean, I haven't done a crime in the last 5 years, so it's looking good.
Yeah. Basically, there was an incident inside the bar here. Okay. The bouncers looked to remove this guy here because he was getting all loud and what have you. There was a tussle between the bouncer and him and this fella here.
He was keen on it, but the bouncer said, "No, come back tomorrow, see me when you're straight."
Okay.
And I was trying to help him. I was pulling the boy away, pushing him away and saying, "No, he's all right, he's drunk, boss. No, don't worry about it, because this guy, his name's I know him."
Okay. But and the other fella?
Yeah, they started first.
They
started first.
Now, were they fighting?
Yeah, they were fighting. And I went to go and pull them. I actually had to come in and pull both of them apart. And when I went to pull, they were both swinging, and I went to pull my hands out and got him.
But according to the witnesses Constable Mihi Amo has spoken to, Bob started the whole thing.
What's happened is he has actually punched someone in the nose in there for no reason at all. So he's just come up, smashed a guy in the nose. Then they both wanted to fight him outside. Yeah. And he wouldn't. He just sat down in the bar because everyone sort of jumped in and said, "Stay, you know."
Oh, okay. Okay.
So he can go in for common assault.
For common assault. Yeah. From what telling me is that they were actually fighting inside, and he was trying to break them up, what have you. And then he tried to pull them apart, and that's where he inadvertently punched a guy in the face.
Oh, okay, no, because we've got a couple of witnesses saying the same story as the victim.
I still have to question you back at the station, okay? Because from what some other people are telling me,
Well, at the end of
is
the day, I
a
mean,
totally
you can come up and ask
different
the
story.
bouncer. I mean,
Well, that's why my partner there is speaking with the bouncer
you
now.
confirmed that I was trying to help him. I wasn't trying to do nothing.
When I first asked you, about the blood, you didn't quite know where it came from, and
no, at the end of the day, I didn't really cause shit.
Yeah,
I've got enough problems of my own.
So did the blood happen when you punched the guy in the nose, or?
Oh, I don't know. At the end of the day, fuck, I just seen his nose bleeding. Boom, they're saying it was me, but at the end of the day, fuck, he was already bleeding when I hit him.
Yeah.
And I never even hit him. I just went to fucking push him away, and fucking he did the old fucking flew back in.
No, okay.
Yeah, bro, he was trying to fly at me. I mean, he flew at him first.
Okay.
This old guy here, the old fella, he could be in his own ways. Fucking, he tried to fly at my.
Okay, so he tried to fly at you, but you
Well, I had to try to sort of hold them back like this.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean,
and you probably knocked him in the
missus
face
was
there.
right in front of me.
Just holding out with the fist in
The
there.
missus was right in front of me. I didn't know what the fuck I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Knows I was trying to fucking help him out.
Yeah.
And break the situation up. I mean, all I wanted to do was get the guys out of here.
William's partner Rose has been trespassed from the pub and let go with a warning.
I mean, I know the story, man. He was there. He actually broke it all up. It was me and the guy.
But just as Bob's arrested for assault, she arrives back on the scene.
I was trying to break it up, babe. Cheer, brother.
What's that?
Oh, I'm getting handcuffed too because I'm getting charged for when I went to jump in the middle and break it all up. I'm getting charged for assaulting him now. But he went to attack me. So I don't see why he's not fucking even.
Now Rose wants to get her version of events across. Like Bob, once she starts, she won't stop.
No. Bro, did you not see what happened on site, bro? That cunt in there is fucking lying, baby.
You've been trespassed from here, so move on.
I don't care.
You've been trespassed.
I'm getting arrested for fuck all, bro. They're saying I try to break it up and then I try to fucking assault them.
You will be arrested for
Can I not talk to you?
I haven't asked you to leave. We've already spoken about it, and we've got several...
Bob's finally realised that it's all turned a bit serious, but he still thinks he's got one more chance to prove his innocence.
I need a subpoena your video camera, brother. Your videotape.
You've been asked to leave. If you want to carry this on, given your warning.
Hey?
To leave.
Oh, they're not in the lounge bar. Oh, fuck, bro. I'm just sitting on fucking what everyone says then. Bro, I need you as to tell them these cops that I was trying to break it up, bro. I was trying to break it up, babe.
Is Pete the manager?
Yeah, bro, and he was right there, and I was helping him trying to break it up, and then the guy attacked me.
Hey, I hear. Yeah.
Okay. We'll see you later, eh?
Back at the station, Bob and William are reunited and put in the cells while Salilo prepares the paperwork.
Close the door behind you.
Despite Bob's efforts to talk his way out of trouble, he's still going to appear in court.
Just charged him with assault on the fellow inside the bar back there. Yeah. From what I gather, it was just a one punch to the face, and a bit of blood was splattered. Yeah. He's admitted to the fact, so quite happy with that.
Bob failed to turn up in court the next Friday and was re-arrested the following week.
Not guilty all the way.
In court, he was convicted and given 120 hours community service. His mate, William, was convicted and ordered to pay a fine and court costs of $330 plus $1,350 in reparation for the door he'd damaged in the bar. Next week on Police 10-7, a brawl breaks out in Palmerston North.
Yeah.
This can't come up. Smack!
But Jed isn't happy with Constable Denby's help.
Of course they fucking knew him, man. What are you on, pee or something?
An Auckland smash and grab raid leaves Sam with a major dilemma.
We know there's 4 of yous, okay? All right? So unless you want to go down for all 7, I suggest you start telling the truth.
And a man about to lose his car loses the plot.
Look, I've been to gentlemen, I've done my fucking... Yep. You're not taking...
Tonight on Police 10-7, a brawl breaks out in Palmerston North.
Yeah.
But Jed isn't happy with Constable Denby's help.
Of course they fucking knew him, man. What are you on, pee or something?
An Auckland smash and grab raid leaves Sefa with a major dilemma.
We know there's 4 of yous, okay? All right? So unless you want to go down for all 7, I suggest you start telling the truth.
And a man about to lose his car loses the plot.
Look, I've been to gentlemen, I've done my fucking... Yep. You're not taking my fucking car. I am taking your car.
Just about, sir.
It's Friday night in Palmerston North and Constables AJ Cornwell and Warwick Denby are on patrol when they hear of trouble in the square, a notorious place for alcohol-fuelled fights.
Yeah, I'm just talking to a guy opposite High Flyers. He's just been assaulted. Looks like he's broken his jaw, mate.
When they arrive at the scene, a witness claims someone from the green car has smashed Wayne's jaw.
Right, because it's a clean break.
Wayne and his brother Jed are both very intoxicated, and Wayne is bleeding from the mouth.
Once they have an x-ray, mate, they'll be able to tell you. What's your occupation?
What shirt you got? What's it?
Dairy farm, okay. Yeah, mate.
And while they wait for an ambulance, the officers try to work out what happened.
Maybe just close your mouth, eh? If your jaw is broken.
It is broken, man.
Yeah, it's pretty bent.
Hey, mate.
Yeah.
The spark appears to have been a common cause of Friday night fights, someone getting smart.
He was talking to some people. They were being smart to him in this green car.
Yeah.
He walked up to him, said, hey, don't be smart, man. This is not the right place.
Yeah.
Some other fuckwit came up from behind him.
Yeah.
I was sort of standing like here to here.
Yeah.
So a fuckwit came in, smacked him.
Yeah.
From behind, I didn't see who I was, I would have dicked him.
Yeah, okay. Where did this guy go?
Well, fuck if I know where. I was thinking I broke your broken jaw.
Okay. So the guys in the green car, all right, have been giving your mate a bit of gyp, so he's gone over to say, hey, pull your head
They
in.
were giving us both. Hey, mate,
Yep.
we're walking from High Flyers to the Feds, right? Walk past this green car.
Yeah.
This can't come up. Mate!
Yeah.
Broken jaw.
Okay. Was the guy from the green car, or did he just... No. Okay,
Some random fella.
Some random fella.
Random fella.
Bugger off. All right, so maybe the guys in the green car saw him.
Of course they fucking knew him, man. What are you on, pee or something? Do I have to write it out for you? People in the green car, friends with this guy from nowhere.
While Jed's been ranting on, Constable Cornwell has been talking to several witnesses who claim that the victim, Wayne, actually caused the fight.
Yeah. He said to them, hey, look, hold on, you think you're fucking funny, cunt? They're like, what the fuck? There's four of them in that car. Yeah. I'm giving you 20 seconds to get out from a smack head, which I'd believe from this guy. Yeah. He started counting, and then he's just reached into the car and started throwing a few punches.
This boy?
And then one of their friends has come along and just smacked him up.
The car's driver, Daryl, was the one who Wayne threatened.
Well, we were just sitting in the car just talking, and this fella come and stood behind me and said, you got 20 seconds to get out of the car, or I'll kill you and steal it. And I thought it was some bit of a joke, really, and he started counting, and I said, what the fuck is this clown on about? He just dove in my window and started throwing punches and stuff. And one of my mates just was cruising from pub to pub and saw him and got out and gave him a good thumb, screw in the face. I thought it was quite a good shot, to be honest. And yeah, he just backed down straight away. And then he got his beans. So.
With the man who hit Wayne gone from the scene, and Daryl and his friends not wanting to press any charges against Wayne for the punches he threw, there's little the police can do except keep the peace.
Right, if you guys just want to, rather than aggravate the situation, if you just want to...
more low-key.
Yeah, just go away from here, because his mate's still fired up like crazy. And you guys are in the car too? Yeah, so he just reached in and started...
Yeah, trying to kill him.
Yeah. Okay, thanks guys. Yeah, if you just want to bail from here, just...
That's cool, mate.
Alright, thank you.
With Wayne on his way to hospital, the officers are back on patrol. And across the other side of the square, Constables Greg Robinson and David Burmeister have heard a report of someone throwing things onto the roof of a house.
Copy. Is the person still throwing stuff on the roof?
MI3, the informant for this job is a 19-year-old female, and this 16-year-old male is her ex-partner. The vehicle left heading towards Gillespie's line.
Copy. We're coming from the opposite direction, so we'll go straight to the informant.
So apparently the driver of that vehicle is very drunk.
Calling I3?
Yeah, what direction is that vehicle?
They arrive to find three girls who claim that Sarah's ex-boyfriend Bart has been threatening them and throwing bottles.
Whose place is it?
It's hers, yeah.
That's hers, and which house is it? This one or the back one?
You can come down if you go
Yep.
right.
And
They must have been home.
it's definitely this guy?
Yeah.
Did you see the car?
Yes, we did.
What was it?
In Austin.
I'm not sure.
I think it's like a 74.
What's his name?
Yeah. He's been threatening us most of the night. Like saying he's going to kick our heads in and stuff like that.
With a description of Bart and his car, the officers are on their way to track him down.
No, got him.
Yes, good work.
Well done.
A short time later, the search for Bart is over.
Another unit in front of us was in a better position and pulled him over just up here.
Taxi on, bring a ticket, me grey.
I3's off with them also.
The 1974 Austin Maxi has been given some modern modifications, including this illegal, unsecured racing seat. But Sarah's claim that Bart's been driving drunk proves untrue.
We just found his car. It's confirmed that his seat and everything is just sitting inside the car. His car's going to get pink stickered, which is written off the road because it's unsafe. And he's already been breath tested. He's not over the limit.
And while the police question Bart about him allegedly throwing bottles, he takes a phone call from Sarah asking if he's having a good night. When it comes to claims of bottle throwing, Bart gives the officers a different version of events to Sarah and her mates.
There's more to the story than meets the eye as far as the bottles on the roof. Turns out he reckons it's eggs on the roof, and that his girlfriend was threatening him earlier on in the evening. So we're going to go back there now and just have a talk to her as well. He's been warned for the throwing of the eggs. He's been directed to drive the car home, straight home. He lives on this road, so he's been directed to drive straight home, and that car will have to be checked by a vehicle testing station before it gets another warrant of fitness. And it's got a current warrant. Odd.
We've spoken to and he said that you've been threatening him too, telling him that your brothers was to see him and that you rang actually when we were speaking to him before, asking whether or not he's having a good night.
While the women have been warned for threatening Bart, they still feel they were in the right.
The reason why we said that the reason why we said we'll get her brother and stuff is because he said that he's going to touch us and shit like that.
Yeah, if he starts threatening you, then call us and make a complaint.
Yep.
Okay? Or, you know, you can't go about it trying to deal with it yourself by threatening him back. Okay? It's not the right way to do it. Cool?
We would be interested to know if he comes around at all in that vehicle again tonight. Okay? No, he's been told to go home. The car's been written off the road and he's been told to go home. Okay? So if that car comes around again, just give us a yell. We'd be interested to know. Yes. Okay?
Having warned both sides, the police are back on patrol, and Bart is clearly not welcome around here.
Him and my friend broke up and just heaps of drama happened. He was sending us threatening messages, phone calls, throwing stuff at our house, and just before the police arrived, throwing eggs at me, my friend and her mum. It's the first time I've met him tonight, and I reckon he's a complete egg. I do not like him at all.
It's just on midnight, and Constables John Chappell and Casey Broad have been called in to help track down 4 guys being chased by Middlemore Hospital security staff.
Comms PBI.
PPI.
Yeah, do we know why OHI's chasing them?
Middlemore Security had a couple of guys they believed were car knocking.
Copy that. Comms has just informed us that these guys that are being chased were trying to break into vehicles at Middlemore Hospital.
Beside Mangani Road was where we actually witnessed them breaking in the cars. I've just driven past here, there's about 7 with smashed windows.
By the time they get to Otahu, the 4 guys have disappeared, but police think they've got them penned in.
Just been advised that the member that's been chasing these guys on foot has lost them, and apparently they've gone into the grounds of King's College. So we're just on the perimeter of King's, and we're going to sit here and wait for a police dog to hopefully track them.
Just as they come to a stop, a figure pops straight out from the bushes.
How you going, mate? Alright. Whereabouts do you come from? You live here, do you? No, okay. What's your name, mate? Oh, okay. Very good. You live here? You do?
Oh, it's just up the road.
You look like you've been sweating a bit, bro. Okay, are you one of the fellas that we're looking for? Straight up, don't run. Tell the truth.
144 Messi.
Okay? Yeah, alright, jump in the back of the car. Where are these other boys? Who are these other fellas with you?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know you were talking about.
Tell the truth, okay? We know there's 4 of yous, okay? Alright? So unless you want to go down for all 7, I suggest you start telling the truth, okay?
No, I'm telling this straight up. I was by myself.
We know there's 4 of yous, okay? Alright? So unless you want to go down for all 7, I suggest you start telling the truth, okay?
No, I'm telling this straight up. I was by myself. I just met these up there.
Oh, okay. Everyone always says that they're by themselves, you know? You know what I mean?
As the dog team prepares to track down the other 3 offenders, Sepha's keeping to the story that he doesn't know who they are.
Because you told me before that you were breaking into the cars.
Yeah.
Half and half.
You were? So you're breaking into them all by yourself?
No, I was by myself. I just met these up here.
Were you breaking into the cars with them?
No.
So you're breaking into these cars by yourself?
Yeah, they were on the other side.
What were they doing on the other side?
Doing cars themselves.
Pardon? They were doing cars on the other side? Okay. Do you want to show me which cars you've done? You want to show me which cars you've done?
One up there.
Just one? I hear there's about 7.
In their attempts to get at things inside the vehicles, the thieves have left a trail of destruction through the hospital car park.
Do you have anything on you we should know about?
What's down the front of your pants? What's down here? You got obviously something on your...
Oh, just my shirt.
Oh, okay. You... Oh, alright. Did you get changed as you were running or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You like a bit of country?
Huh?
You like a bit of country?
No.
Did you get this from one of the cars?
Rubbish. Yeah.
As Sepha unloads an unlikely collection of classic country, the dog tries to pick up a scent. But although there are a few likely tracks, the other offenders have got away.
Where's Delta?
Just come down here, mate.
Back at Papakura Station, Sepha was put through processing and all the recovered property was assembled as evidence. But when it came to a video interview, Sepha was only willing to admit to his own part in the crime.
Who are these guys? Because at the end of
I just met them under the bridge.
You met them under the bridge?
Yeah.
And what did you say to them?
No, they was just sitting in.
You didn't know them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What did they look like?
Oh, they look like young dudes.
Young dudes?
Yeah.
Have you seen them before?
No.
No? Oh, okay. And they're under the bridge, that's where you met them?
Yeah.
After a while, it became obvious that Sepha's story wasn't going to change.
So we're probably looking at charging him with 6 charges of unlawful interference with a motor vehicle, as well as a further 2 of being unlawfully on property. He admitted to us that he went into people's properties in an attempt to run away from us as we were chasing him. So he'll be charged with that and taken through to Papakura for court tomorrow.
Sepha appeared in court the next morning and was given strict bail conditions, which he immediately broke. He was then remanded in custody until his appearance on 2 charges of theft from cars and 1 charge of unlawfully being on a property. He was convicted and sentenced to 6 months in prison.
Spin back round that way.
It's 3:30 a.m. in Auckland's Karangahape Road, and constables Ben Butterfield and Nathan Bland are trying to track down a Subaru that's been seen driving around erratically.
Is that it there? Is that it? Yep. Sure. People inside? Yes, champion. Tango Romeo 3288.
While Nathan speaks to the driver, Ben questions the car's owner.
G'day, how's things? Want to come chat to me? G'day, how's things? Is this your car? What's your name? Sweet. How long you had the car for?
Started here.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Sam's recently moved to Auckland and he and his mates have been out for the night.
Champion. What are you guys doing for the rest of the night?
Oh, probably go home now since you guys got us.
What do you mean, got ya?
Sam admits that he's been drinking, which is why his cousin Mark was driving.
Cousin's on the limit, so he'll probably tell us to go home. So, yeah.
Has it?
Yeah.
Has your cousin been drinking? Not over the limit.
So I'm not driving.
But Mark's just done a breath test, and the result is sobering.
Cool.
Restraining.
That's it? I just come back with us. Oh, champion.
He's over the limit and will now have to go back to Central for an evidential breath test.
She hasn't got a driver's licence.
Yeah, that's got a licence and sober. None of them?
He's not sober either. Give us the keys.
Fuck it up.
It's already parked up. Where are the car keys? You're the owner of the car, eh? Going to take the keys back with us. Nobody here is able to drive.
Are you guys taking the car?
No, we're taking your friend. Okay. See you later.
Sam and his friends are left in the car to wait while Nathan and Ben take Mark back to the station. If the evidential breath test confirms Mark is over the limit, they'll all end up walking home.
492 over 400. Take that as well.
The result doesn't look good for Mark, and things are about to get worse.
As a result of some checks we've made back here at the station, it's revealed that he's disqualified from driving. So he's been arrested for that. We're going to process him through the watch house and head back up and impound the car. He's 4 days before his disqualification ends. Silly boy. G'day again. Fortunately, we got some bad news. Your friend's a disqualified driver.
Yeah.
We're impounding the car.
Oh, I don't think so, mate. I need this car.
It's getting impounded.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it is. You don't have a choice about it. We're impounding it now. Tow truck's on the way. You're more than welcome to remove your possessions from it. It is getting impounded.
Fuck off. You can't do that, mate.
Yeah, we can.
No, I need my fucking car
It's
for work.
getting impounded. You don't have a choice about it. Your friend is a disqualified driver.
But I need this car to get to work, man.
You have a right of...
This is my fucking bread and butter, mate.
Don't get angry at me.
This
You're
is my
only
bread and
going
butter
to
work.
get yourself
It's
in
gonna cost
trouble.
me my job.
You're only going to get yourself in trouble, and you don't want to do that.
What do you mean you're getting myself in trouble?
Well,
this is my
don't
car
get
to get me to
angry.
work.
Don't get
It's
angry
gonna
at
cost
me.
my job, my house, and everything.
Don't get angry at me.
Just for my car to go to
Don't
fucking
get angry at
impound
me. When you're a disqualified driver,
Yeah, I
the
know
car
who deals
you're
with a
driving...
fucking disqualified driver. You take the car, goes in the fucking impound for a month, pay $300 to get it out.
That's right.
Yeah, well that's not fair.
That's what's happening.
Fuck off. You can't take my car.
Yeah, I can. If you try to stop us,
I
you'll
will
be
try to
arrested.
stop you.
Why is that?
Because it's my car.
I'm telling you it's
I
impounded.
paid my fucking money for this car.
I'm telling you it's impounded. If you continue to play this, I will arrest you.
Arrest me for what?
For obstruction.
For obstruction of my car.
Yep, that's right.
Nah, that's not fucking right. Look, I've been to jail, man. I've done my fucking...
Yep.
You're not taking my fucking car,
I am taking your
man.
car.
You're not taking my
I am
car.
taking your car. You don't have a choice about it.
Well, then go ring my boss and tell him I'm not coming to work because
That's
I got no
fine.
car. Go on then, ring him right now.
No, I'm not going to ring him now. That's
Why?
your fault. That's your problem, not
What do you mean
mine.
it's my problem? That's not my problem.
Your car's being impounded.
Yeah, that's not my problem though.
Don't get angry at me.
That's not my problem.
Suggest you walk away. Take your positions you need. A tow truck is on the way. You don't have a choice about this. Arguing with me is not going to make things any better for you.
But this is my car.
Yep. Your friend was a disqualified driver.
Well, I didn't know that.
You have a right of appeal. You can go down to the station and appeal it now if you want to.
That's going to still take a fucking month. So by the time that's all done, I still have to pay my fucking car to get out.
I'll explain what's happening. There's no option. That's what's happening to your
What do you
car.
mean there's no option? There is option. Cancel the
there's
tow
not.
truck, leave
No.
it here until I
No.
fucking get a full license driver to come get
No.
my car. So how the fuck am I supposed to get to work?
I don't know.
So I've got to get on the court and go in front
No,
of the judge.
to the police. They have pre-formatted forms. You fill out all the grounds you've outlined to me now. The fact you need it for work, the fact you didn't know he was disqualified, and you fill it out. It then goes to a senior sergeant at the station who either authorises or declines the appeal. Okay, that's how it is.
That's gonna take ages,
Getting
though.
angry at us now isn't going to make anything better for you. It's not up for discussion. I've explained to you what's happening. I've explained your avenues of inquiry from here. You're more than entitled to remove possessions from the car, but the car is coming with us.
Sam's car was impounded for 1 month, and his cousin Mark was charged with driving with excess breath alcohol. At court, he was disqualified from driving for another 6 months and fined $680. The police are unsure if Mark helped Sam pay for the impound charge. Next week on Police 10-7, a pair of suspected handbag snatchers struggle to get their story straight.
He's told me something completely different. He reckons you're the one that picked it up.
Two Invercargill guys bent on revenge tracked down the wrong man, but beat him up anyway.
All I say is it's in the wrong place at the wrong time when everything happened.
And a street brawl in Rotorua proves to be a family affair.
So you call yourself a fucking uncle and you hit your...
Tonight on Police 10-7, a pair of suspected handbag snatchers struggle to get their story straight.
He's told me something completely different. He reckons you're the one that picked it up.
Two Invercargill guys bent on revenge tracked down the wrong man, but beat him up anyway.
All I say is it's in the wrong place at the wrong time when everything happened.
And in Rotorua...
You've been fighting with the chief?
No, nobody.
Bobby chooses the wrong time to get involved in a street brawl.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Chris and Steve Sutton have been called to attend to reports of a fight.
3 people having a fight outside an address in 4 Block, and one of them's bleeding, so we're going to go and check it out.
When they arrive at the scene, the fight's over, but 2 men are still arguing, and the topless man, Nigel, claims he's been attacked by Derek.
Get on your knees. I don't care. Stay there. Yeah, and we'll sort it out. Go over here.
After cautioning the pair, the Steves try to work out what's gone on. It appears that the fight started after a dispute between family members.
So you call yourself a fucking uncle and you hit your niece with a stick.
Shut up. Hey, keep quiet.
You hit your niece with a stick, boy.
Derek's claiming that Nigel insulted and hit his partner, Angela, but Nigel is the one who's wounded and says he was attacked without warning.
Roll over. Roll over.
Only because he was trying to sleep and he's came and started spraying.
Where you cut, mate? Where's the cut?
I just had to stop him from hitting me.
How did you cut yourself?
I'm hitting him in the
teeth. Tea towel or something, or just...
Because he wouldn't stop hitting me. He punched me about 10 times.
Thank you for the
And I was just trying to sleep.
Back in my car. No, you can't. You had your chance. Turn around. Get to the back of this car. Leave her alone, miss.
I can walk myself.
I'll walk you.
It's not like I'm going to run away or anything.
I don't care. I'm walking you to my car. Now get in.
Hey, I can fucking move over, man. Fuck's sakes. Anyone who think I'm fucking epileptic?
What was that?
Because you're trying to move me.
Damn right I'm trying to move you. I'll put you in the car so you don't fall out. But don't get out.
Oh, my fall out.
No, you're going to find out what's happened first. Who's this guy?
My boyfriend.
Where's he come from?
He just lives down here. We were just off to my house.
And what's this all over?
Oh, apparently this one ended up, my uncle, he ended up calling me a slut and my one didn't like it.
Oh, okay, he stepped in to sort it out. Where's he from?
Oh, he goes with his mother.
This is ongoing, eh? It's not the first time this has happened, eh? You okay?
Yes, and when he threw the wood, it hit me instead.
Who threw the wood?
My uncle.
While Angela gives her version of events, Steve's been talking with Nigel, and the 2 officers compare stories to work out who's to blame in this confused family feud.
And so this guy's been in bed by the looks of it. Is your boyfriend, is it?
No, he's my uncle.
He's your boyfriend. He's seeing his mother.
I told you that was...
Yeah.
Derek's mum, Brenda, arrives on the scene to take care of her partner, Nigel.
What's happening to you? Yeah.
But just as the officers think they've got it all figured out, another man, Bobby, appears.
You been fighting with the chief?
No, nobody.
You got blood all over your face.
Me.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm not talking to anyone else, eh?
No.
You won today?
No.
You sure?
Yep.
Breach of bail?
Nope.
You been fighting?
Nope.
How'd you get a blood face? Did you cut yourself shaving?
I've got no bleeding face.
You have?
But I know.
All you guys have been fighting with either one of these 2 guys.
Oh, that's their problem, sir. It's not mine, you know.
Despite Bobby's claim he's not part of this, he's got blood on his face, and further questioning reveals he was involved.
Oh, sorry, miss. Yeah, I did. I tried to stop my uncle and
from fighting.
But his involvement in the family fight is only the beginning of Bobby's problems, as Steve does a background check.
We have a WTA alongside him. Other miscellaneous offences against breach of bail. 31-4, warrant to arrest. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them warrant to arrest in regard to all of those over.
Bobby's chosen the wrong time to front up to the police, and he's arrested for a string of offences that have nothing to do with the current dispute.
Do you want to whip your other shoe off? You probably don't need one shoe down at the station. Do you want to flick it off? Well, they're going to grab another shoe or take that one off. No point in having one at the police station. Problem solved, D. Move over there, chum.
And he's placed in the car with Derek, who's been charged with disorderly behaviour.
Can I just check your back? Just want to make sure you haven't got any puncture in you and all that.
With 2 guys arrested already, the officers need to decide if Nigel's going to join them.
You sorted your hand out?
Yeah, I'll make sure you get the keys before we go.
Good luck.
It's drying up.
So you need to get it stitched to?
Self-defence, boss.
I think we go with what we got.
I was self-defence.
What do we got?
With Brenda backing up Nigel's claim that he was defending himself after Derek threw the first punch, Steve decides to let him go.
Steve, Sam can take them back, statement. We'll take these 2 back and go from there.
Okay.
And while other police take Nigel and Brenda to hospital, Steve and Steve take Bobby and Derek back to the station. Bobby was held overnight and taken to court the next day to sort out his outstanding warrants. When Derek went to court, he was convicted of fighting in a public place and fined $330. It's late on Friday night and Constables Lee Wakefield and Conan Hennessy are responding to a call from the Globe Bar in Auckland's Derby Street.
Hey, mate. You guys call us? What's happened?
We've had a purse being, someone tried to smuggle a purse up. This guy there who's just crouching down.
Yeah.
It's the one that's involved. He was the one that was carrying it out.
Yeah.
It's got some Irish girls, bank cards, credit cards, all that sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
And they tried to tell us it was her sister's.
Oh, okay.
But it's obviously not, because they're Māori and she's Irish.
Fair enough. Have you got the girl?
I've got, we don't know where the girl is, but we've got the bag and
okay.
inside the bar.
Okay.
But, probably pay to talk to the bouncer over there because he was there at the time.
Okay, sweet. Cheers, mate.
Paul and Frank, the 2 guys accused of stealing the bag, are being watched by the bar's security staff.
Hey, mate, what's your story?
Just said that his sister lost their bag and we were taking it down to her.
Is his sister Irish and white?
I wouldn't know, mate. He just goes, oh, let's go and take my sister's bag to her.
Your mate told you that the bag was his sister's?
His sister's, and he said my sister's down at Coyote Bar down the bottom of Queen Street there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he goes, we've got to go take her to her. So I go, oh, sweet, then let's go.
Okay.
And then the security said, stopped us. I was like, well, what's going on? He was like, oh, you stole the bag. I was like, I didn't steal any bag.
Yeah.
It's his sister's bag.
Okay. I'll just wait here, mate. I'm just going to have a talk to them, okay?
Paul's claim that they thought the bag belonged to one of their sisters is hard to believe. According to the bouncers, there were only guys in the group when they entered the bar.
Because this gentleman's been on the door.
Yeah.
And they came in with 4 guys. There was no female.
Yeah.
It's got a Bank of Ireland cash note, so
yeah.
I suggest that they both.
There is 4 guys, but just the one guy, he's sitting across the road, he had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
The guy sitting over there, he's like...
So both of them here?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Frank's story is almost the same as Paul's. There's just one major difference.
See, your mate's just told me that you gave him the bag saying that it was his sister's.
No, he picked up the bag.
Okay.
The handbag's real owner, Sharon, has now been found, and the only thing missing is her cell phone.
No, my cards are all there. I don't think there's any cash in it, so yeah, no, it's all there. It's just my phone. Okay.
When Conan talks to Paul again, the differences between the stories remain.
I'll tell you what your friend told me, eh? This is your mate. He's told me that you picked up the bag and asked if it was his sister's.
He said he didn't know and that he'd call his sister when you got outside. That's completely different to what you've just told me.
That's what you can ask. There's 3 of us.
Well, I asked. He said, no, you picked it up and asked him if it was his sister's. He said he didn't know. You've told me that picked it up, gave it to you and said, this is my sister's. It's time to come clean, mate.
Mate, that's all he said to me, this is my sister's bag, can we take it to her? And I said yes.
Well,
because I was the driver.
Okay, he's told me something completely different. He reckons you're the one who picked it up and asked if it was his sister's, and he said he didn't know. And you've told me that he knew it was his sister's. Okay, let's go back and stand over there.
Eventually, Lee and Conan decide that there's enough evidence to make an arrest.
Okay, come in. What's happening is, you're both going to be locked up, okay? For theft of the handbag.
What have I done? I gave the
Yeah, well, you can tell the judge, mate, it's up to him to decide, okay? So I'll inform you of your rights, okay? You have the right to refrain from making a statement. You have the right to consult and instruct the law without delay and in private. You'll be given the opportunity to consult and instruct the law without delay and in private as soon as practicable. Do you understand this? Still going to plan, you shouldn't be here too long. Oh, you'll be out of here well before then.
Yeah, shut up, Blake. Pretty chilly in here, mate.
Yeah.
Cheers, bud.
When they finally appeared, the charges of theft against Paul and Frank were dropped because Sharon, the owner of the handbag, failed to turn up at court.
I went over there, I was like, get out of it, man, and this guy was like hunched over in the bush, and I was like, get out, and then I tried to bear hug to get him out, and then I landed on my ass, and then the police come and they arrested and
Sharon had been sitting in a car with one of the offenders when Invercargill officers Alan Griffiths and Mike Carter arrived at the scene of the assault.
Do me a favour, mate, just take the keys out of the car and got any keys? I'll just hold your keys for now till we sort this matter out, eh? Cheers, mate.
As well as the people in the car, there's also male and female suspects on the lawn.
Who's the victim?
And up by the house, Mike Carter finds a badly beaten man and a young guy wielding a splitter.
Just keep an eye on that.
No, Hannah!
Hey.
Not now that the cops are here. Shut up!
It's a very confused scene, but Monique, the partner of the victim, is positive about the identity of the 2 male offenders and their female companions.
This one?
Pop back inside and just keep an eye on your father that's been around.
Hey, don't do a thing. You can go and go down to the footpath. Get down to the footpath.
Just wait, mate.
That's all right. Fuck you! Come here.
As police try to keep the 2 sides apart, Robert, the victim, is struggling on the ground with serious injuries, and an ambulance is already speeding to the scene.
Yeah, comes over. And he's got quite serious facial swollen eye. He's just been dealt to by at least 4. We've got keys to the vehicle, they're staying here at the moment.
How do these people turn up here?
I don't know, but it sounds like your son might know. Hey, what's your name, sir?
Hey, Carlo!
Hey, can I do me a favour? Just, can we get him inside out of the rain, okay? Because otherwise it's going to get really wet. Just take him inside, eh? Yeah, we'll take him inside. He's a bit woozy.
As they get Robert inside, the arrests have started, and Cyril, the main offender, has decided not to cooperate.
Why am I getting handcuffed?
Oi, I'm not doing fuck.
I'm going to spray you. Pull your head in, okay?
I'll stand on you.
No, you're not. You're going to do it on the ground, okay? You're going to do nothing. Relax. Roll onto your stomach. Roll onto your stomach, okay?
Fucking
Don't struggle.
I'm not struggling.
Give us your arm.
Cyril's claiming the victim's stepson, Nehana, has stolen a car stereo from him, and they've only beaten up Robert because he got in the way. Cyril's younger brother, Charles, was also involved in the attack.
What was it for, man? Can you tell me what was that for?
Inside the house, Robert is in severe pain and he has no idea why he was attacked.
He's gone outside after he's hit the scuffle and I've been putting the boot in.
Okay. You stay with him in
Yeah.
the meantime and look after him.
Yeah.
Keep everything sorted.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, how's your jaw?
Oh, jaw's fine.
Oh yeah? What about your mouth? You got a bit of a...
top lip.
Yeah.
Bottom lip's fuzzy.
Okay. But top lip's quite numb?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be truthful with you, man. It's very swollen.
Yeah.
Okay. Your eyes are both pretty well done. Okay. Did you see them when you went out to the truck?
Yeah, it's just about to begin to start it.
Yeah. And what, they pulled you out of the truck or were you outside the truck?
Oh, it's just sitting there.
Yeah. So it was two guys involved. Yeah. They dragged you out of the truck. They started by punching you. Whether they... Yeah. And that was while you're down on the ground or were you standing up when they started?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we've got ambulance staff here right now, okay? So they're going to have a look at you. He's had a punching, kick into the face. Just before you were saying he's got a bit of a sore jaw on the right hand side.
You've got one sore there, so apart from your face, what else is sore, if you can tell me? Okay, right, cool.
We're going to pick you up in a minute, okay? Just going to close this thing up.
Okay, that's cool.
Right, you ready?
Okay.
Just
one, stand.
Go.
Okay, you're right. How do you feel standing? How do you feel standing? Okay, right. Just keep your eyes closed. And we're gonna walk you to the door. You just walk with us, man. Yeah, stay with me. Stay with me. Okay, we're not going to sleep just yet, okay?
Low police have already arrested two guys. There were also a couple of females involved in the attack.
So the girls came out of the car or? Yeah.
Nehana, the victim's stepson, had been standing on the front porch with a log splitter in his hands when police arrived.
So were they grabbing at the blokes to get them off, or were they just yelling at them to leave them alone, or?
Oh no, the girls were saying that they were trying to pull them off, but they weren't.
Okay.
They were trying to stop them. They said they were trying to stop them, but they weren't.
So what were they doing?
I don't know. They were just standing there.
Okay.
When I came out, they were just screaming.
Whereabouts, when you first went out, whereabouts were they first?
They were down there at the end of the driveway.
At the end of the driveway?
Right, just behind the truck.
And then they gradually worked up? Okay. With them still getting kicked at the same time?
Yeah.
It seems that while the females did a lot of shouting, it was only the guys who did the beating.
Trousers off. Trousers off, not on TV. No, it won't be that on TV.
The two offenders went to the house to deal with the victim's stepson, Nehana, because they suspected him of stealing their car stereo.
I walked up in the driveway on a Saturday morning, 9 o'clock after work night shift, and my boot was open and my driver's door, passenger door was open, and my stereo and my car was gone, and I went there to get my stereo back, and I was told it was where I went.
But the fact is, they've beaten up a guy who had nothing to do with any theft, although this doesn't seem to matter much to Cyril.
Well, I mean, you fight to win, don't you? I mean, I was fucking angry as shit. The guy stole my stuff. No, put him in hospital. He went to hospital because he might have thought he needed to. I mean, I've plenty of hidings. I've woken up, my eye can't even open. My nose is that fucking swollen. Can't even breathe through it. A lot worse than what that fella's got.
But Cyril and Charles's casual attitude to violence won't go unpunished. Their female companions have given witness statements against the pair.
All three have stated that both of these young males have been kicking the victim repeatedly to the head, back of the head, facial area and ribs, and have been stomping on his head whilst he's lying on the ground. As a result, they are both being charged with assault with intent to injure. They are being held in custody at the Invercargill Police Station and will be appearing in court tomorrow morning to face these charges, which are quite serious.
Robert was released from hospital the next day, and both offenders eventually pleaded guilty to assault with intent to injure. Cyril and Charles were both sentenced to 18 months in prison.
Come around to the right.
But on the night, neither seemed to accept that they'd done anything wrong.
All I say is it's been the wrong place at the wrong time when everything happened.
Punch up someone on in his house. Going to court tomorrow. Hardly seems fair to me.
Tonight on Police 10-7, a drunk driver can't keep his story straight.
My name's... Why have you just told me twice that is your name? I'm just like shut up to you. Just my name.
Throwing away his keys.
What are you throwing them away for?
Won't get Ray out of trouble.
You can. I now require you to undergo a breath screening test without delay.
I'm even driving the car.
When I got to the driver's door...
Where are the keys?
Keys are just over there on the footpath.
How are you? Saw you guys down at the shops at Rob Street.
A group of teens tried talking their way around a dodgy deal.
How did you get by it off? Because I've seen this before.
This old man. An old man.
An old man was driving this.
Yeah.
This is all. Yeah, it is.
We're hitting them f***ing up, man.
You don't have to be hit.
And a domestic incident escalates out of control.
You're under arrest.
I'm all right.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yep. Yeah. Fail.
Mount Wellington officers Regan Burnett and Natalie Brown have stopped these guys after warning them only a few minutes ago not to drive because they're drunk. But it looks like the warning fell on deaf ears.
I asked you guys if you're all right to drive. Why did you tell me that you were?
We are all right.
Obviously not. He's just been EBA'd.
Having failed the breath test, Jacob decides the best thing to do is talk his way out of trouble. But he just can't seem to get his head around the simple stuff.
First name? What's your date of birth?
March.
March what?
March 8.
Yep.
96.
96?
I mean, yeah.
Jacob's so drunk the only birth date he can come up with makes him 12 years old. But he seals his fate when he brings a roadie on the trip to the station.
Got anything else on you?
In the back of the car?
No, bottle. This is my bottles.
Sorry?
This is my other bottles bottle.
Well, how did that get in our car?
Is it?
How did his bottle get in our car?
This is my other bottle.
Yeah, how did it get in our car? Because you're the only one who's been in
No.
Well, he's the only one, you're the only one sat in the car.
No. My other bottle that's over there is the only one.
Sorry?
My other bottle?
Your older brother hasn't been in our car. So how did his beer bottle get into our car? You're the only person who's been in our car.
My other brother, the first one that told me to drive in the car. This.
Go over to our car and get that beer bottle out.
It's either a confused effort to fool the police or a foolish effort to confuse the police. But either way, Jacob's starting to irritate everybody.
Is this your actual name then?
Do you have any idea on your dog?
Sorry? Is this your name? The name you gave me 5 minutes ago. Is that you?
No.
If that's
I
not
was
you,
asking.
you can be charged.
And you will be charged with giving false details, being the driver of the vehicle.
It's my name, it's my real name and my real address.
So why did you just say that that wasn't your real name?
No, I didn't decide.
You just said that wasn't you.
That's my real name, boss.
Okay, so if I look up on the system, there's going to be a photo of you under that name, is there?
Yeah, that's my name.
Okay,
Real
if you're
name.
lying to me, you're going to be charged,
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah.
When an attempt to blame his older brother fails, Jacob's next trick is to claim he is his older brother.
So this is you?
No, my name's...
Sorry? Why have you just told me twice that is your name?
No, I didn't tell you the name. I'm just like straight up to you. This is my real name. It's number 80. I didn't wanna, like, you know, I didn't wanna muck around with you guys, but I was just telling you my name, like my full name. Yeah.
Don't have access.
So you did give false details on the roadside, did you?
You gave us your brother's details, didn't you?
No, I just spoke with my brother. It's not me.
When I asked you what your name was,
Yeah.
you didn't give me this. You gave me that name.
Who is that? Who is that?
That's my brother's name.
That's your brother's name? Okay, he can be charged with giving false details. You're going to be charged with giving false details.
But
You're going to be charged with that.
I asked you for your name. All you have to do is give us your name.
Now that police have his real name, Seth's still going to try a few more tricks, including the pretending to blow in the tube trick.
You're just going to take one big breath, blow on that till I tell you to stop, okay? Go. Keep blowing, man. Are you blowing? You got to blow hard. You're not blowing. Blow. Keep blowing. Keep blowing. Keep blowing. Keep blowing. Oi. When you start, all right, you blow in one large breath till I tell you to stop. You're not.
No, I do.
Because you need to keep going until we get a reading, all right?
Okay.
Go again. Go. Keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing on it, blow hard on it, blow hard on it, keep going. It's 978. 400's the limit. So you're over twice the legal limit.
With nothing to lose, Seth gives it one last shot, but by now the police have reached the end of their patience.
No, but that's not me, bro. That's my other brother that was doing the f***ing damage. It's not even me, bro.
You were driving.
Huh?
You were driving the vehicle.
It was the same, bro. This my brother was driving the vehicle.
You're now saying that you didn't drive the car.
That's my brother.
It's funny because I saw you get into it and drive it away in front of us.
No, basically.
No. I think I've had enough of your lying for one night. This is the fourth time you've been caught drink driving. And you're over twice the legal limit, and you're a disqualified driver, and you gave us false details.
Seth is not only twice the age he claimed to be, but he's 2.5 times the legal limit. This would lead to his third conviction for drink driving and one for driving while disqualified. He was sentenced to 14 months disqualification, 1 year's intensive supervision, a compulsory drug and alcohol program, and 4 months community detention.
Not very good night for you, is it?
It's Saturday afternoon, and Papakura officers Cheryl Vander Hayden and Damon Treadway have spotted a car that looks like it shouldn't be on the road.
Hey guys, how are you? Saw you guys down at the shops at Rob Street. Where's your warrant and your rego?
We just bought it. Just now.
Who did you buy it off? Because I've seen this before.
This old man. An old man.
An old man was driving this.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems an unlikely story, and a quick check of John's details reveals that the car isn't the only thing that shouldn't be on the road.
You're a forbidden driver, so you're going to go to court for driving whilst forbidden. This car's going to get impounded for 28 days.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And you guys are all on active conditions today. You're all due in court the next couple of days?
On the 18th.
Yeah.
On the 18th, Tuesday.
Okay, you'll also be receiving ions for no warrant, no rego, and also this car is green stickered. Okay?
My car gets impounded.
That's right, it's getting impounded. The tow truck's on the way now.
Oh, shit.
You tell me why it's bullshit.
Oh, like, we went to go and see another dude. We were going to swap the car off. He's got a rego warrant car and he was going to take it like that.
Unfortunately, you've been driving this car. It's got no rego, no warrant. You don't have a licence. You've been previously forbidden to drive. So why is it unfair?
Previously, just like 2 years ago.
Doesn't matter. You haven't got a licence. You're still forbidden.
As John struggles to come up with an argument to get out of the hundreds of dollars of fines, the owner, Anaru, is more upset about the fact they won't be driving his car away.
Wow, that's bullshit, G. That's bullshit, G.
The car spent 28 days in the impound yard, and John was charged with driving while forbidden and received $400 in fines.
Nah, bro. I'll do it again anyway.
So while they wait for John to re-offend, Cheryl and Damon respond to a call about a disturbance at this Papakura house, where the friendliest greeting will come from the family dog.
You gonna bite me? What's that? What's that?
Because when Forrest comes out, he immediately goes on the defensive.
What's going on in here? Anything?
Nothing going on here.
We've just been called here. Apparently there's something going on at this address. Is it just you here by yourself and your forehead's bleeding, so obviously something's happening, eh?
What do you mean obviously something's happened?
Well, we were called here by somebody that's a bit concerned about what's going on here. There's lots of yelling and screaming between you and a female. I can see things in the house have been knocked over. There's a smashed window around the side of the house and you're bleeding.
Oh, that's been there for ages.
Okay, well, what's been going on today? Come be straight up with us.
Why?
If we can find out what's going on and find out that everyone's okay, then we can leave you alone.
Well, obviously, no comment. Got nothing to
Well,
say.
go get the female so at least we can see if she's all right and then we can leave you alone.
Oh, she's all right.
We'll go and get her so I can make that judgment, thank you.
Oh, well, you fucking give me a fucking search warrant, then you come in.
Under section 317, I can come in.
Get a search
PK,
warrant,
yes,
then you
PK.
come in.
Obviously, he's being pretty uncooperative. It's more of a domestic than disorder. Without seeing her or making sure that she's got no injuries or she's okay, we can't really leave the address.
When Sergeant Stuart Stone arrives, Keisha comes to the door, and she is just as unhappy to see police.
She's just come out now, just as you've walked up.
I am alright.
You don't look all right.
I'll go and talk to her.
Hello, man.
Yeah, hello, it's you.
Can you just tell us what's going on? The guy's
I'm alright.
What's happened?
I'm alright.
What's been happening between you guys today?
I'm alright. Okay, we had a good day.
Can we get into details? We're going to be out of here.
Why do you want us listening for?
Because when we come to
Because
a
why?
domestic incident, we get details. Because
Domestic?
this is all. Yeah, it is.
We're hitting them f***ing happy, man.
You don't have.
Off.
You don't have to be hit.
I don't f***ing give a shit. You don't f***ing up here and you don't do shit.
Hey, you guys, we're going to be out of here if we can just sort this out quickly.
Why? So what else?
Keisha is worried the police will take Forrest away, so she's not keen to sort anything out.
You don't do anything to me. You didn't just take that.
Hey, we're gonna get out of your hair, but I need to get your details before we leave. What's your last name? And then we'll get out of here.
No, anyway, who's the search warrant actually for?
You don't have a. We don't have
Well,
a
you
search
said
warrant.
you're going to ring up for a search warrant.
I never said that. Now you're making things
Don't
up.
come in.
No, now you're making things up. Okay. Because we
Well,
do not need a search warrant to come
I asked you
here.
for a search warrant and you said you're going to ring.
No, you didn't.
We don't need one. I can just explain them. You can't tell me I'm telling lies.
You just don't know what you're talking about. That's what I'm telling you. Okay?
What do you mean? You're telling me that I'm a liar?
No, I'm telling you don't know what you're talking about. Okay? What's your name?
Finally, Forrest gives Cheryl an honest answer.
I can see you.
But now Keisha's the biggest problem for police and her neighbours.
I can see you cooking over here. Are you complaining?
Keep quiet or you're going to be arrested, okay?
Wait, you're arresting me?
What?
What?
Keep quiet. Keep quiet or you will be arrested.
But despite police warnings, Keisha won't stop threatening people.
You're under arrest, disorderly behaviour.
Under arrest for disorderly behaviour. Out of here.
Disorderly behaviour. Come on. I'm alright. I'm alright.
Get up.
What?
When Keisha eventually went to court, she was convicted of disorderly behaviour and released with conditions not to re-offend within 9 months. With both parties refusing to speak to police, no one was charged in relation to the domestic dispute.
Our informants in a Subaru Impreza. They're on Beamey and they've just gone to the intersection of passing Sherborne.
It's Friday night in Christchurch, and a tip-off by a member of the public has led Constable Paul Scott to this car that's been seen driving erratically.
5226.
Copy, we're right behind it now, so...
Copy, what's that unit?
Central Ice 3, we're going to tip it out on Colombo near Beeley.
Eventually the car comes to a stop, and when the elderly driver gets out, he makes a move that immediately raises police suspicions.
No. What are you throwing them away for? Have you been drinking alcohol tonight, sir?
Yes.
Yep, okay. Because you've admitted drinking alcohol, I now require you to undergo a breath screening test without delay.
I'm driving the car.
Well, you were clearly driving the car. There's only one person in the car. When I got to the driver's door...
Where are the keys?
Keys are just over there on the footpath.
Oh, yeah.
So I now require you to undergo a breath screening test without delay.
What do I like to do?
No, just stay here.
I need to have a piss.
No,
I do. I need to have a piss. I'm going to piss my pants so I
well,
don't...
you can come over to the side of the road and stand here.
Oh, that's cool. I want to have a piss.
You do not obviously
What,
need
do you want to kill me?
No.
Shoot me?
No.
Hey.
Stay here and stop being a clown.
I have calmed down.
Well, you're not going to go to the toilet now. We need you to do a breath test.
Oh, you cannot do a breath test on me. Listen,
I have requested that you undergo... Don't do that.
Hey.
Well, don't.
Call that as a refusal.
Yep.
Just came on for refusal. Yep. Oh, f you guys.
Hey.
Don't resist, buddy. All right. I'm not resisting.
Not surprisingly, Ray's attempt to get himself out of trouble has failed, and the discovery of a near-empty wine bottle next to the steering wheel gives new meaning to the term one for the road.
This will be a good trip.
But in spite of the mounting evidence,
I'm looking forward to this.
Ray's not about to go quietly.
Anything said by you will be recorded and may be given in evidence. Do you understand those rights?
You cannot change my mind. My mind is my mind. Will not destroy what I am.
Having stood up for himself, Ray decides he'll stand up for the rights of all oppressed New Zealanders.
The rules are not the law. The law is the same. It doesn't change. The rules constantly change. You don't realise what the law is about. It's common sense. Period. You can put me in jail if you want. Because this is a lot of crap, a lot of bullshit. You can put me in jail if you want, I don't mind. You can take everything away from me. But I will stand up and I will demand the truth. You will not kill me. You guys are up because of the rules.
And by the time they get back to Christchurch Central...
Hey, let me do it myself.
Police know they're in for a long night.
Can I go and have a piss?
Okay. Have a seat. I've got to read you these rights.
I'll go and piss in the bucket. Look.
Have a seat.
I understand what you're doing. I know you.
I have a process to follow.
I know you've got a process to follow.
Have a seat.
To start with.
Have a seat. Yep, you better do that short. Have a seat and we'll do this.
If I piss on the floor, then you can prosecute me for pissing on the floor like a toilet.
You're advised that you've been detained under the Land Transport Act for an evidential breath test and or blood test.
But Ray's delaying tactics aren't going to work. With a prior conviction for drunk driving and no driver's licence, police are fast running out of patience.
I now require you to undergo an evidential breath test without delay.
Without delay?
Yes.
Oh, really?
So
if it was with delay, how long would that be? This guy's funny. He hasn't got no sense of humour at all. Yeah, I'll get it on.
Okay, so you can blow into that and you'll hear a tone and keep blowing until I tell you to stop, okay?
And eventually, the inevitable process gets underway. But not for long.
So now require you to undergo an evidential breath test again.
The first one?
No, takes the lower of the two readings. Okay?
No, just one, that's it.
You gave me one sample and I require two for a complete test.
That's your test, it's not mine. At least I gave you one. So I have to give you two.
By refusing to give a second breath test, Ray is required to give a blood test. But the predictable happens.
Under the Land Transport Act. And
you are refusing it by asking me to do it.
Do you consent to a sample of your blood being taken?
Do you consent to a sample of your blood being taken?
Okay, quite simple. You're going to be arrested for refusing to give a sample of your blood. Okay? Because of those rights that I gave you earlier on.
Rights? There's no rights. You haven't given a sample of your blood.
Ray never gave a blood sample, but when he sobered up, he became more cooperative and pleaded guilty to charges of careless driving, refusing an officer's request for blood, and driving while disqualified. His disqualification was extended indefinitely, and he was sentenced to 6 months home detention.
You know what it's called? The Hollywood Ticket Show.
Next week on Police 10/7, New Zealand officers in the Solomon Islands deal with an angry drunk who's just crashed his car.
No, maybe I'll kill you later.
Police attend a devastating car crash.
Yep.
Still?
Got a pulse. That's a good start.
Stop deleting them. Come on, come on.
An amateur photographer has his career cut short.
Of what? Of the boyfriend ones, I'll show you. Yep, of women, because you've been putting your phone down and taking pictures of up their skirt.